Hey everyone, I'm David Finz, and on this episode of the Cyber Insurance Imperative, we're going to take a closer look at the Internet of Things and how cyber insurance will need to evolve to properly cover the risks associated with it. Now, I've been saying for some time now that this is going to be the next big challenge for the industry once we get the ransomware epidemic under control. Well, I was wrong. Covering IoT isn't something we need to solve for in the future. It's already here. I've been speaking with some cybersecurity vendors over the past week or so, and here are some things that I've learned. First, the financial impact is real. Attacks on IoT more than doubled between the last 6 months of 2020 and the first half of 2021, totaling $1.5 billion. Second, the regulatory exposure is growing. California and Oregon have already passed laws requiring manufacturers of web-enabled devices to equip them with appropriate security and privacy features. And the Oregon statute considers a violation to constitute an unfair trade practice under its consumer protection law, which can subject the manufacturer to hefty fines. Never mind that effective this December, federal agencies will no longer be able to do business with contractors who fail to comply with the NIST framework for securing these devices. So for manufacturers, along with certain industries like healthcare and construction, this is already becoming a huge exposure. The problem is, while cyber insurance will generally cover financial loss and regulatory defense for IoT, there's a gap in coverage when it comes to bodily injury and property damage. Because with very limited exceptions, these categories of loss are excluded under a typical cyber policy. Now, insureds and their brokers are going to start demanding this coverage, but underwriters are going to be reluctant, quite understandably, from offering the coverage if they can't assess the risk. The good news is that the cybersecurity folks are one step ahead of us in the insurance industry. They can help with identifying vulnerabilities below the operating system, such as in firmware. Now, if you're not familiar with that term, firmware is sort of like the ligaments that connect the software to the hardware, allowing them to communicate. And the conventional vulnerability scan does not capture this part of your network. Another thing that a qualified service provider can do is help with managing IoT devices. This includes deployment, monitoring, and updates. They can also train your employees in how to securely use IoT to help avoid these sorts of catastrophic losses from happening. Now, if you need a referral to one of these firms, you can DM me on LinkedIn or email me at david.finz@alliant.com, and I will be happy to put you in touch with several of these providers so you can vet them for yourself. Now, please note, this is intended as general information and guidance, and you'll want to consult with a qualified insurance broker about your specific risk management needs. In the meantime, brokers will need to work with underwriters to get them comfortable with devising a risk transfer solution for the BI and PD losses that will inevitably result from the use of IoT, because history has shown us that even the best controls cannot eliminate 100% of the exposure. That's why at Alliant, we are here to help our clients find the more rewarding way to manage risk. Thanks for watching.